Live, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ray Infinity Show podcast. This is episode number 53. Yesterday, that was a fun episode I did with Osiris. That was probably one of my favorite episodes and exciting episodes I've ever done. That was actually the first time I've had like a real debate on the show. Even though Osiris mostly agrees with me, because we do have some differences on abortion and stuff like that. Osiris is like a right-leaning libertarian, which means like he's a libertarian on everything, but I'm pretty with a little little edge on the right. That's how he is. Me, I'm a conservative. I'm old school. I believe in conservative principles, and I believe I'm just a pro-American guy. I believe in liberty. That's what I believe in. Now, Osiris believes in liberty too, but he believes being a libertarian. He believes there should be a lot more things that are more almost open-ended, which can bring some consequences no matter what. Now, as a conservative, I believe that there are some things that you have to be balanced out like that. It's not liberal type, but liberal type means liberal. That means is like a free, open society, and leftism that is basically right-handed Satanism. Left-handed Satanism to me. And conservatism, that means you're traditionalist. You have old school principles. Now, like that, you believe in free speech. You believe in the Second Amendment. You believe in America. You believe in just leave me alone and let that happen, and don't do anything else really. And that includes other people that can speak for themselves too. That's just my view. Yeah, but that was still a fun debate with those. Me and Osiris agreed on mostly everything. But there were the main thing we agreed on was abortion and stuff like that. That we disagreed on that. But he said he's pro-life. He says, but he doesn't think there should be any involvement with it. Now I disagree with that, but I respect where he's trying to come from. I respect that. Now he made some good points. I did too. It was a really great debate. That debate was amazing. I got to do some more of that. I want to get something he's a libertarian. I actually want to get sometime. I want to get a liberal on here to debate. Sometime I want that to happen so that we can have a full on conversation where you hear things coming from the left and you hear things coming from the right. That would be pretty interesting to have on there. And hopefully it happens. I don't know if it will, but I hope it does. So yeah. But besides that, so what I'm going to get into right now is obviously yesterday I talked about Roe V Wade, how it was overturned. I'm not going to necessarily be talking about abortion in this episode, but what I am going to be talking about is the aftermath of what will happen since Roe is overturned. What where we are going right now. What I'm trying to refer to is people's reactions to it and how could this affect things in the future? That's what this episode is going to be talking about. Because I've already talked about it plenty of times about abortion. Now this episode, I want to talk more about the aftermath of what is going to happen. This is just my opinion. So we're gonna get right into this. And here's something that I've been noticing ever since it got overturned. There's a lot of people on the left have showed their true colors. A lot of them, a lot of people how they truly feel about abortion. It's disturbing stuff like this, and how they actually feel about the justices on the Supreme Court, the conservative ones, particularly Clarence Thomas, and a lot of people that's going to be. I'm going to talk about that, but about what people are saying about Clarence Thomas, and a lot of people have been saying a lot of things about Clarence Thomas, and even some people have been there was that person that called him the N-word on Twitter, and that person literally had to delete the tweet because of the backlash, not from just people on the right, but people on the left, and even a lot of people in the middle who don't like Roe being overturned, but think hey, you're exposing, you're acting like a racist, and if you truly know the things, during the Civil War, the Democrats were the ones trying to maintain slavery. That's just a key factor to know, and also. The Nazis were socialists, so as you can see right there, you can clearly see the trend right there. Oh, forgot about that. So yeah, I forgot to put that on. Sorry, guys. But before I get into talking about Clarence Thomas and like how people have been reacting to that, I want to show you some videos of just people reacting to Roe getting overturned. I just want to show a few reaction videos. I'm going to show you one that's incredibly disturbing. Right? How anyone can justify this is beyond me. Like I just got to show you this right here. So yeah, this person right here, Drew Hernandez. I don't know if he's part of. He's an investigative reporter. Like he's actually a really interesting guy right here. Sorry about that. My voice is a little low right now. But yeah, this is a video this guy posted, and also it was like right here it says, "Demonic, I effing love killing babies." Okay, an unhinged pro-abortion man aggressively gets in my face during a live interview in front of the Supreme Court and assaults the camera woman, Sav Hernandez. Like, this is incredibly disturbing right here. The fact that this person was willing to say that out loud and then plus actually get in the face and like threaten someone, basically. Yeah, so I'm going to play this right here. This is going to be something interesting. Yeah.
You will be arrested immediately. Hey, calm down.
This is from InfoWars, so just letting you know.
You will be arrested immediately.
Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me with that part. Sorry about that. That thing showing up. Okay, never mind.
Hey, calm down.
Take your fucking hands off.
Calm down.
The left always attacks free speech.
Yeah, they attack free speech all the time.
Calm down. Calm down. Let's have a conversation. Calm down.
Yeah.
No, let's not have a fucking conversation.
Calm down.
Worthless little sack of shit.
What the
I guess the pandemic's over.
So he results to name calling. So he doesn't have much of an argument right there.
What's wrong, sir? You like killing babies? You love killing babies?
Yeah, I fucking love killing babies.
That right there. Did you hear that? Like, I'm gonna replay that. Just listen to that part right there again. Listen to it.
Killing babies? You love killing babies?
Yeah, I fucking love killing babies.
You love.
Yeah, he says he effing loves killing babies. Like, this shit. Oh my God. How anyone can justify that is beyond me. This is incredibly disturbing and sickening. The fact that you say that you love killing babies, and like he says the F word in it, but I can't say that on this show. But he says I effing love killing babies. Like, let's replay it one more time, just so you guys. It sounds demonic when you look at it. Just look at it. The guy right here, he asked, "Do you like killing babies? Do you love killing babies?" And like, this is his reaction. This is what this guy right here, this pro-abortion guy, says to it.
What's wrong, sir? You like killing babies? You love killing babies?
Yeah, I fucking love killing babies.
You love.
What the fuck? Oh my God. You see right there, this is sickening. Like, this is what the left does. They, like I said, abortion to like a lot of these elitist types is part of their occult rituals, like human sacrifices. That's how I take it. Like, and like what I'm like, particularly what I'm referring to. Like, what I'm referring to is like a satanic and Luciferian type of rituals. Like, it's incredibly disturbing stuff. Like, thank you for joining in, Jeroma Zara. For people like him, I don't have guilt for defending. Okay, I can't. I'm not. Yeah, fetus are more people than commies. Yes, they are. Truly are. As a matter of fact, I believe that they are actual people, and no one will change my mind on that. No one ever will. Like, let's finish the rest of this video right here. Like,
killing babies, huh? You love that, don't you? You love that.
He called him a little effing psycho. Like, just because he's pro-life. And like, the guy wasn't threatening him. He wasn't. He just said he wanted to have a conversation with him. Just have a conversation. What is wrong with that? That's all he wanted to do. Just have a conversation. Like, yeah, he has the freedom to do that, but like, that just shows you that your true colors. Like, you're not interested in talking. It's either your way or the highway. That's how these people are taking it. Like,
you will be arrested.
All right, like, this is extremely sick stuff right here. So yeah, there's a lot of these videos right here. I'm gonna go to Libs of TikTok to look for more. Like, this is incredibly disturbing stuff right here, and also a lot of it is hilarious. So, oh yeah, this one right here. This one right here. I've seen Osiris posted this on his YouTube page. It's hilarious. Like, I watched this earlier on Osiris's channel. I gotta play it for you guys. I can't describe it. It's just watch. Yeah, just watch.
Yeah! Fucking fuck!
Oh, God. Like, I don't get it there. You're that upset that you can't kill babies anymore? Like, oh my God. God. This is incredibly, oh my God. Because Roe was overturned, this is this person's reaction to it. Yeah. Oh. There is a book called Marx and Satan by a Christian pastor that was imprisoned in communist Romania. I used to believe it was evangelical conspiracy until I saw leftists saying crap like that. I have this question for you. Have you heard of Aleister Crowley? Yeah. If you don't know him, he's the guy who in 1917 he wrote a book. Oh, who's this? Oh yeah, Aleister Crowley. He wrote a book in 1917, and like the book he wrote was a Luciferian book because he himself was a Luciferian. Now, I don't recommend you reading it because the reason is because that book is so dark. I think it can actually corrupt you. But if you do decide to read it, what I'm going to suggest to you, just take it slowly. Don't go rolling right through it because just take it slowly. Just read through it carefully and don't go too fast because you can actually get corrupted by that book, I believe. Because that book is pure evil and pure dark. It's disturbing stuff. And in the book, what he said was he describes that how he conjured up a demon during a ritual. And he actually had the demon be drawn out. And the demon and the image of the demon that got drawn out looks exactly like a gray alien. True fact. It looked exactly like a gray alien. So the fact that is like that, and I like the gray alien stuff, that's counterintelligence stuff because there are no gray aliens. They are not real at all. And plus aliens, since they're counterintelligence, you see the government push them and stuff like that. There's even a gray alien on the dollar bill if you didn't know that. There truly is. It's incredibly dark and weird stuff. Because we know the aliens are fake. So, and because they're being pushed as counterintelligence. Because it pushes the idea that you are not special because there's countless other things out there just like you. And there's nothing special about you. That's the intention of aliens, particularly gray aliens. So, yeah, like I said, go take a look at that's how what it is. I read Lenin and Stalin. It cannot be worse than them. Yes, it can be. That Aleister Crowley, that book that he wrote is worse than that. Because guess what? That book is pure Luciferian. As you know what Luciferian is, Luciferianism and Satanism, what they are is Satanism. That is pure evil. Everyone, the people, they are evil, and they know they're evil, and they're doing evil things just for their own benefits. Now Luciferianism, they're evil people, and they do evil things, but they claim they're doing evil things for good things, which that is not true. There are no the stuff that Luciferians do is not good stuff. Aleister Crowley was a Luciferian. Everyone in the Committee of 300 is a Luciferian. Well, most of them are Luciferians. Now, some of them could be Satanists. That's possible. I'll have to look more into that. So don't take my word for that as a whole. I have to look more into that. So yeah. But yeah, this is abortion to me, to the elites, is their sacrifices to their gods and Satan. That's what it is. Because they believe, what they're doing is they're trying to depopulate the earth because they say the earth has too many people on it. So they're trying to lower the population. So yeah, that just lets you know that's my opinion on it. So yeah. All right, we're going to look a little more into this. Here's something. Here's something right here. I don't know. This is another thing that came out. That lives at TikTok posted that they got from somewhere. Here it is. I believe this is some Reddit post right here. At least I think it's Reddit. Could be 4chan, but I think it's Reddit right here. The radical Christians are found in rural areas. First of all, I'm not religious. I'm not religious at all. I'm spiritual. Now, I believe in now. There's some I have a lot in common with religious people, but I don't consider myself to be a religious person. So, yeah, I don't consider myself to be religious. Now, if you want to consider me to be religious, that's fine, but I just don't agree with it. Their towns are defenseless. Guess what? Go into rural areas, you'll find out how people in rural areas, they're conservatives, you'll find out how they truly feel about the Second Amendment. I'm just letting you know right there. They have almost no cops, and their firemen are volunteers. That's true. There are not many cops in there, and most of them are firemen are volunteers. That's true, but people in there have a lot of guns. They have to borrow cops and firemen from neighboring jurisdictions miles away in order to handle anything big. Yeah, possibly. And they think that they're safe out there. They have the Second Amendment. Forget burning cities. Cities are on our sides. It's time for rural areas to feel the heat. Right there. Right there. They're just laying out their plan. They're saying what they truly believe. This just lets you know about it. So, yeah, like you get the general idea right there. So, yeah. You show up 100 deep in every rural town in a 50-mile radius, intent on revolution. You'll crash their system and make them pay. You see, they're calling for violence. Like AOC basically called for violence yesterday. Well, technically 2 days ago now. After the decision was made, because I was watching it live, and like even though that she made a brief appearance on the thing live, but she was just walking by, and she was chanting that the decision is illegitimate. Now, like I said, I'm not going to comment on much on abortion in this video because this is just going to be about the reactions and the aftermath of it. But like I said, she says that she's saying that that is illegitimate and take to the streets, then Trump's saying peacefully and patriotically walk over to the Capitol is if that's an insurrection, what Trump said by saying peacefully and patriotically walk over to the Capitol, then what AOC said is definitely an insurrection. That's just how it is. You're never going to convince by the left's logic that is an insurrection. It just is. Like I don't understand. Like unless they're being biased. So yeah, which that's how the left is. So yeah. And if you all think I'm kidding, I'm dead serious. This was caused by backward-ass rural conservatives operating out of a Christianized worldview. You see, the thing is, not many people are operating out of, not many people as you think are operating out of a Christianized worldview. There's some that are, but the vast majority of them aren't. Even if they're not Christian, they're heavily influenced by it. Yeah, that part is true. A lot of people are influenced by Christianity. There is a whole lot of people that are influenced by that. 1 second. Leftists really believe they're going to win a civil war against the countryside. Yeah, that you see how delusional they are. They did not learn crap from Vietnam. And yeah, look at Vietnam, the Taliban, the British, Korea. These are people that were doubted so much, and look what happened. Like the British doubted us in the Revolutionary War because they were at the time they were the world's dominant superpower. And look what happened. We beat them. Vietnam, they beat it. We were the world's dominant superpower, and they were just guys with a bunch of bad AKs in a jungle and they with booby traps, and they beat us. Korea, we retook South Korea, but we couldn't wipe out North Korea because they were too they were too strategized, and they beat us. The Taliban, we were in a war with them for 20 years. We were over there for 20 years, and guess what? We lost. And guess what? Those people in the Taliban, they are in flip flops and have shitty AKs, and they beat us, the world's dominant superpower. You see, this is just what happens. The world's dominant superpower lost. I love my country, but we lost. We didn't gain anything in Korea. We lost Vietnam. We lost Afghanistan. So, we beat the British, but the British underestimated us because that's the thing. When the country becomes the world's dominant superpower, they develop an ego. So they just deny something happened right away. So yeah, I'm gonna read this other comment from Journal Via. I'm sorry, I'm botching your name. Sacrifice for Moloch, according to my Catholic teacher. Yeah, Moloch is like, if you know what Bohemian Grove is. Bohemian Grove is where a lot of the elites go to, and they do occult rituals. And they also burn a statue of an effigy in front of a giant statue of Moloch, the owl god. Like, in my opinion, what I think Moloch truly is, he's just a high-ranking demon. That's what I believe in. Like, there's Satan, like the devil, and then the demons are right below him, the devil is the father of lies, and demons are his manipulators. I think Moloch is just a demon that is just one of his manipulators. That's just the way I view it. To try to turn people away from Christianity and God. Guess what? Because guess what? There is only one God in this world, and that's the man up there. Yeah. All right, we're gonna read more into this. They're influenced by it. Okay. Found where it was. They were the ones who voted for Trump in 2016. Yep, they were. And guess what? Those delusional redneck, white trash, blue collar, to quote a country song. Very original. Types who flipped massively for the GOP. Punish them. Punish their towns. They say BLM burned down cities to the ground. And yes, they did. I say let them see firsthand what it's like when a community is truly burned to the ground. They want a civil war? You see, they're actually calling for a civil war right here. Guess what? This is why I support the national divorce idea. Like, to avoid people getting killed or worse, what you have to do, we have to break up and go our separate ways. That's the only way to avoid anyone getting killed here. Now, a national divorce there would be conflict no matter in it. Whether there would not be just no regular peaceful one. So yeah, that's literally just what it is. So yeah. There is nothing to be ashamed of saying your country lost a war. Yeah. On the contrary, it's more patriotic to learn some things about it and continue your path. 100% right there. 100% right there. I give you a shout out, Jernel. I'm sorry, I'm botching your name. Please forgive me for that. I'll just call you Zerza. I'll just call you that. I'm botching your name. But my country has lost the wars. Lost Vietnam, didn't gain anything in Korea, lost to the Taliban. So yeah, but what we can do, we can learn from this, take these experiences and just move forward to try to make the country better and to try to heal from all this nonsense wars and stuff like that. That's my suggestion. So yeah, but like again, I completely agree with you on that. Yep. Yeah. They should have been careful what they asked and voted for. Okay, you're calling for violence. Guess what? What do you think is going to happen when you go to these towns with people that are loaded up on the second with guns? Guess what? These rural towns are not cities. In cities, people are not allowed to have guns really, particularly because there's severe restrictions on them. Now, over in the rural towns and the countryside, you're going to discover how those people feel about the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. Yeah. By the way, my Muslim friends are also celebrating the Overturned. It's not just a Christian thing. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not religious. I mean, my beliefs align a lot with Christianity. I believe in God. Well, yeah, I'm not religious. And yeah, guess what? I believe it is murder. Abortion is. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've already talked about it plenty of times. But yeah, I'm glad your Muslim friends are celebrating it. Guess what? It's best for it to be turned over to the states. That's just how I view it. This Bobby's what does this say? Man, I'm so happy that our Latino community are waking up to the left's BS. Yeah, I'm not Latino, man. I'm half black. I'm half black. I'm just letting you know that. I'm not Latino. I'm just half black. Just letting you know that. But yeah, I'm glad that the Hispanic community is waking up to this. And if you're Hispanic, and I don't know if you are, I think you would love to watch some of my other videos where I had a Hispanic guy on. His name is Carlos. You should go check one of those previous videos out where I had him on. Like, he's a conservative Latino, and like he gives a great perspective on a lot of things, not just abortion, but also other politics and other things like that. But yeah, you should go check those out. I'm not the organization type, but maybe someone who can organize that. Start in a certain state in the Midwest, often called the South's middle finger to America. Guess what? I live in the Midwest. Guess what? We're pretty similar to the South. Because we up here in the Midwest, we love our guns just like the people down south. What do you think is going to happen for something pretty similar when you go into the rural areas? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It's literally what the South would have looked like if it wasn't for reconstructed. Guess what? I think these people would hate Ulysses S. Grant then. Because guess what? Ulysses S. Grant was the guy who, after Lincoln was assassinated, took over the position as president because he was his vice president. And like he presided over Reconstruction. But here's the thing. After he left, the KKK becomes a powerhouse in the South, and also Jim Crow becomes gets put into play. So guess what? If it wasn't for Ulysses S. Grant, this probably wouldn't have been put in, at least not at that time. But considering that the left is the one that was behind the slavery and stuff like that, they probably wouldn't care. They probably actually be glad that Grant was not in there anymore. So yeah. Oh. The Constitution does not merely talk about having a pistol. Guess what? The Second Amendment says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Guess what? This is something of an anarchist view, but I believe in this, and I truly do. We have the right to own whatever the military owns. Because guess what? When the founders wrote the Second Amendment, they wanted the people to have access. They made sure people had access to the same weaponry that the military had at that time. Because the Second Amendment is there to protect us from tyrannical government, both foreign and domestic. That's just what it is. I'll say this: we should have what the military has. We should have machine guns. We should have short-barreled rifles and shotguns. We should have tanks, jets, helicopters, grenades, landmines, dynamite, all of that, rocket launchers. And guess what? Ballistic missiles. And guess what? I will go as far to say this: we, the people, have the right to own nukes. I don't care what anyone says. We, the people, have right to own nukes. Because guess what? The Second Amendment doesn't say only these guns. It says arms. And guess what? Nukes are arms. And guess what? The military has access to that. And we, the people, are supposed to have access to the same military equipment that the actual military does, the same weaponry. But guess what? At this moment in time, we don't. So, yeah. It's about self-regulating militias. And guess what? We, the people, are the militia. That's just, the founders actually said that. We, the people, are. And a-holes like that guy calling for a civil war are the reasons the founding fathers allowed militias. Yeah. And also, if it wasn't for militias, we would not have won the Revolutionary War. Because guess what? The military back then was actually getting beat down by the British. And the militias, they used Native American warfare, particularly called guerrilla warfare, where they actually, instead of just standing in lines and just firing back and forth at each other, and then until just one of them just runs up, what they did was they actually snuck up on the soldiers and just fired and killed them and just ran off. That's literally what it is. And that's what guerrilla warfare is. If it wasn't for militias, we would not have won the Revolutionary War. Yeah. Get right into this. But yeah, the left openly calls for violence. So yeah. Oh, this is something from Elijah Schaefer. You're gonna love this. Just what? I'm right here. Elijah Schaefer, he is like a libertarian type of guy who actually has his own podcast. If you guys don't know, and he talks about this kind of stuff as well. I saw this earlier, and I'm gonna show you guys this. Dallas women. Wait, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It's allergy season. It's the summer. Sorry. Dallas women twerking for abortions. What the F? You see, they're twerking for abortions. We've gone, like I said beforehand, we've gone from Bill Clinton in the 90s saying that abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. Although I disagree with him on that, that's at least moving in the right direction. To now where people say abortion should be demanded up on spot, should be given up on spot, and it should be taxpayer funded. That's how far we've come in this, and I hate that. This is what the left is trying to do. Literally, it should be. They're saying it should be be allowed on demand and be taxpayer funded. I do not want my taxpayer dollars to go into funding murdering babies. I do not. Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. I hate the fact that the commies believe they invented guerrilla fight in Cuba and Vietnam. No, they didn't. It was from the Native Americans. Nah, man, it was the Americans during their fight against the British Empire. Well, the thing is, when we were fighting the British, they actually took it from the the idea from the Native Americans, because that's how the Native Americans fought. They used guerrilla warfare, and we just took it and just amplified it, because we actually had guns instead of just bows and arrows. So yeah, and like this is also what Elijah said. Dallas woman twerking for abortions. What the F? Shaking that something so we can kill our babies. Proud to be and not to be a lady. So let's just watch this right here. This is sickening right here. And the fact that this is in Texas, which is one of the most red and conservative states in the country. I don't understand. Like, this is bad, because just watch this. So yeah, this is sickening. Look at this. Look at this. What the F is this? Look at that. You're telling me that you're telling me there's nothing wrong with this? Like, they're twerking for abortions. Literally. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh my God. What? Oh my! That's a dude doing that? Oh my God! The fact that a dude is doing that, oh my God! I have no respect for that guy right there. No respect. That guy is a beta male right there. Yeah, yeah. And well, like, I'm pretty sure that this is Dallas, because, like, as you know that a lot of the Californians have moved to Austin, Dallas, and Houston, and San Antonio. So guess what? They're incredibly liberal, and they're taken over by these leftists. So, yeah. Like, let's just get through this. Like, it's sickening. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. How this person has any common sense is beyond me. I have no idea whatsoever. I don't know what this is. If anyone can explain, like, what their point is by twerking for abortions is, I would really like to know. I would. If someone in the comments can explain to me why they're actually twerking for abortions, please explain to me, because I have no idea on that. We're going to move down more of these. So, oh, yeah, remember this? I just got an exclusive preview of CNN's coverage of The Night of Rage, or what I should call The Summer of Love Part 2. So, yeah, that just tells you a whole lot right there. A whole lot. Fiery but mostly peaceful protest after Supreme Court ruling. Like, as you remember this from The Summer of Love, where, like, the reporter was saying it was fiery but mostly peaceful. And there's, like, a huge building burned. I think that's a building. It's either a building or a lot of objects of giant fire pit they made. I don't know. Like, I don't remember exactly what it was. So yeah. So I can't say whether it was, because I don't want to risk getting that wrong. Like, if you know what it was, what that was burning back there, please let me know. Because, like, yeah. Oh yeah, this one was pretty funny. So yeah. Oh God! Oh God! I did not see this one. Deleted. Like, you see this right here? This person deleted this tweet. I did not know about this beforehand. I am retweeting this right now. I am retweeting this right now. I'm Osiris, Adam, and Paint the Trump. Adam and Jeff from Paint the Trump. They have to see this. Like, yeah. Well, looky. looky. What? One second. I'm sorry. Looky what we have here. So yeah. This is, oh my god. Oh my god. My god. So just watch this. So yeah. Like, my god. Just look at this right here. Fiery, but like, I'm gonna kill everyone in the Supreme Court with my AK-47. Why are you threatening to kill someone? Literally, this person threatened to kill someone with an AK-47. Literally. Like, oh my god. This person is literally threatened to kill someone with an AK-47. How is this okay? Please explain to me how this is okay. Please, can you explain that to me? And they call the people on the right people that just want to, yeah. But here's the thing: we're okay with some regulations. We truly are. But the thing is, we do not want permanent gun bans. Permanent gun bans. Because guess what? I do not want I do not want gun bans. I don't want guns to be in crazy people's hands. Like, I clearly don't want them to be in this guy's hands. I don't. Like, I do not want this person to have a gun. So yeah. Got your attention, didn't it? That's why they're doing. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. What? Let's go down even. This tweet from this account no longer exists. So yeah. Right. Look right here. Like, you can disagree with the opinion, but you don't have a right to go threaten to kill someone. You see this? Look at this right here. In case anyone was wondering, threatening to assassinate a Supreme Court justice doesn't violate Twitter's rules. Apparently it doesn't, but people get suspended for stating some. Oh, okay. I do not understand that. I disagree with. I probably disagree with that part, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to assassinate Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. You see this right here. Like, you don't have to like Clarence Thomas, but you don't have to. But you can't threaten to kill him, because guess what? Murder is illegal in this country. Why are you threatening to kill him? Please explain that to me. I truly would like to hear that. Yeah. Okay. I am not aware of that. That part I am not aware of. If you could send me the link, I would actually like to look at that. If you can send me the link, please put it in the live chat right here so I can bring that up. I would actually really like to see that part right there. I truly would. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. Are you something kidding me, Twitter? Elon does not own Twitter yet. He does not. So yeah. Look at him. We want to let you know about hasn't spoken our safety policies. We know this isn't. You can block the account, which means you won't be able to. You see your tweets or message you. Report like this info from our policies, and we're always reviewing them. I like how we apply them. We hope you'll continue to make reports if you see that policy might break our policies. Hey, I actually would. Hey, I'm not. Like I said, there are bad people on both sides. There are. I'm not defending. If you're someone that's calling for violence, I do not support you whatsoever. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Antifa or the Proud Boys. Guess what? I'm not a fan of them. I do not like violence. As a matter of fact, I'm actually more of a pacifist. I truly am. I do not like violence whatsoever. Is this the right one? Yeah. But if you can post a link to that article, I would like to read it right here, or at least send it to me, because then I'll bring it up on here. If you can send it to me, let me know. Then I'll read it right up on here. I will. So yeah. Let's see. Let's get down here a little more. This was the last tweet this guy made before threatening to assassinate a Supreme Court justice. I'm considering buying a Mac Mini. For those wondering, no, it's not. It's not a computer by Apple. This is what. Oh my god! You see this? Why are they? They're literally threatening to kill someone. Literally, they're threatening to kill someone. Like, and guess what? Clarence Thomas is not a white dude. He's a black guy. Clarence Thomas is a black conservative, and like he's been people like as you guys like I said earlier. He's been not having a lot of death threats sent to him. A lot of people have been calling him the N-word. They truly have been. That's what has happened. He's been called the N-word, and like I do not like that whatsoever. Pro-gun, yet they got guns. The left cannot be coherent. Yes, at least like as much as I can't stand Vosh and like all of his social things. At least he says he believes in the Second Amendment. Like I can't stand Vosh at all. But at least he says he believes in the Second Amendment. I like that part. But yeah, but for all the other stuff he's done, yeah, I do not like him whatsoever. It's pretty sickening stuff right there. So yeah, right here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can find it. No, right there. Okay. Pro-gun. Pro-gun control. Yeah, the left is pro-gun control right there. So yeah, right here. Supreme Court assassination challenge. Like you can have that opinion, but you can't. Oh, okay. But they're trying. Like I think Live to TikTok is trying to make that comparison to it. So yeah. Okay, I don't think I can play that video because I think there's something on there that's played that I can't allow on here. Because I know that person swear. I've seen that video and that person has sweared countless times. And I can't let F-bombs be dropped on this show right here. So yeah. Okay, this part I've not figured that out. So yeah, I can't comment on that. So he doesn't hate it. As far as I know, he doesn't hate it. So yeah, I'm trying to find a few more of these. Like, where is this? Okay, here, deleted. Go to the home of every Supreme Court justice who just voted to kill women, and let them know how you feel. He didn't vote to kill women. He didn't. None of them did. And plus, one of the people that voted to strike it Roe v. Wade down was a woman. That's just how that's what it is. So yeah. So yeah, right there. Okay, let's go to a little more. Oh, I gotta edit it. I'm thinking I can't show that anymore. But you guys, I'm sure if you saw that real quickly, yeah. Sorry, I brought that up. That I didn't realize that was tweeted right there. Sorry about that part right there. So yeah. Okay. That part, that this one's a little weird, but I can't comment on that. So yeah. Oh, this part though I remember seeing. Photo from a friend downtown DC business boarding up their windows, because of the rioting that was going to be happening in DC. Like, did you guys know that right after the announcement was announced, there was like 20 pallets of giant bricks delivered just a block away from the Supreme Court building, I believe. And then like after that, a bunch of buses with the Antifa people showed up. Like, and one of them was even burning the American flag. So yeah, okay, right here. If you don't do abortion in the proper way, you don't only kill the fetus, but the woman as well. Pro-abortion guys are the one promoting the death of women, including the female fetus as well. Well, like here, I don't call it a fetus because I believe it's a person. Now, you can have a different opinion from me. We can have different opinions and discuss this because guess what? And like, this is the thing I love about America. We always have a safety valve on it. We're like, if we disagree with something, we can have a conversation about it and just talk about it and disagree on it. We can. We just can do that. Well, like, a lot of people on the left, not every people, but there are some people on the left there are a lot of people on the left that do not want to have a conversation. Like that one guy I showed you earlier who said he loves effing killing babies. Like, like it's incredibly sickening stuff right here. Yeah. How any of this is justified, I have no idea. You see, oh God, okay. The side of love and tolerance. Yeah, right. Love and tolerance. Yeah. Yeah. Every member of the Supreme Court who just allowed Roe v. Wade to be overturned should be pulled out of their chambers and shot in the effing street. This isn't hyperbole. Gun the something down. They failed us. They failed every woman we know. Burn them in their effing homes. So, yes, like I said, you can disagree with the ruling, but you can't threaten violence. Guess what? When you threaten violence, that makes you look bad, and your entire side look bad. Now, not everyone on the left is a bad person. The vast majority of them are actually good people. It's just this few small fringe minority that makes them look bad. This is just how far we've come in here. I don't understand how this happened or not. Oh wait, I'm gonna go down even more. Okay. Okay, I think I've covered all that. I'm gonna try to find something more. Like, in case anyone who hasn't seen this yet, but this is that video. Okay, one sec. Fetus, newborn, kid, teen, adult. Those are very different part of human life, but it's always human. Yes, it is always human, and it is life. But yeah, I know the leftists don't use the word fetus in the same way I do. Yeah, I don't use the word fetus. I just use the word human because that, in my opinion, now you can disagree with me if you want. Anyone who wants to disagree with me, just comment down below because we can have a conversation right here. If anyone in this chat disagrees with me, just comment down below because we can have a conversation on it. We truly can. Yeah, but I want to replay this again. In case anyone who's just tuning in hasn't seen this, this is one of the most disturbing things I've seen. Just watch this.
You will be arrested immediately.
Right there.
Hey, calm down.
You
Calm
take
down.
your fucking
Calm
hands
down.
off
Calm
me.
down.
So the left always attacks free speech.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down, sir.
You're here to
Sir,
incite.
calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. Let's have a conversation. Calm down.
Yeah.
Incite. No, let's
Okay.
not have
Calm
a
down.
fucking conversation.
Calm down,
You're a
sir.
It's in front of the Supreme Court building right there, just so you know.
little sack of shit.
I guess the pandemic's over. What's wrong, sir? You like killing babies? You love killing babies?
Yeah, I fucking love killing babies.
You see, he sounds like a demon right there when he says that. He says, "I effing love killing babies." Like, we can disagree on things, but when you say you love doing this, oh my God, you are sickening. I do not understand how you actually agree with that. I have no idea. It's disturbing. So, yeah. I want to check a few more things out. Let me see if I can find a few more of this. So, yeah. Right. There's a few more of this. Okay. No. Yeah, this actually is something cool. We will adopt your baby because guess what? I'm actually a full supporter of adoption. Full-on supporter of it. Sarcasm. I do not believe that guy was being sarcastic. Did you hear what his voice sounded like right there? Yeah. Now if you could explain to me how you think it was sarcasm, I would love to hear it. Because guess what? I want this show to be about debate, conversations. Guess what? I'm bringing this from a conservative point of view. If you have a different view than me, let's have a conversation. Guess what? I want to hear other people's opinions on it too. It's not sarcasm; it's evilness. So yeah. Let me see. Yeah. But like I said, I'm a full supporter of adoption. Now, what I believe we should do, I believe we should we should change the laws to make it a lot easier for parents to adopt kids. I believe that. I truly believe that. Plus, the thing was about here's something that a lot of people don't really realize about things. A lot of parents, when they get married or whatever, they wait till much later on to have kids. And a lot of people realize that waiting can be detrimental to doing that. The reason is because guess what? Fertility becomes a huge issue. Because when you get older, fertility goes down. And when you're younger, you still have high fertility. Now, there's a few cases here and there where young people don't have good fertility. That's true. But what I was saying was what I'm trying to say was like I don't have a problem with you guys waiting, but in my opinion, I would suggest to people don't wait too that long to have kids. That's just if you want to have kids. That's just my view on it. Now you can have a different view on it. So yeah, sarcasm. It was not sarcasm. It's evilness. That was the point. The tone was sarcastic. I disagree with that. It sounded like it was evil to me. Again, one extreme to another. That guy right there wasn't being extremist. Now, if you're trying to say like that guy is just one example to that other guy, that's fine. But that one guy that was saying who just wanted to have a conversation, that was not an extremist. That's just the way I take it. So yeah, let me get to this. Yeah, that's a good photo from Jeremy. Like yeah, I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna retweet that. That is something cool right there. So yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm looking at this and like, yeah. So yeah, Joe Biden is destroying the American dream. 100% he is. He is the one that's destroying the American dream. So yeah, I'm trying to feed. I'm going to go back to see some of the things that I actually read. Okay, I was. Okay, until most of these people that are they're not prepared for the trauma of kids who. Yeah. Like I said, I think we should be. I think the adoption system should be made much easier. Should be made much easier, and I believe this too. I believe we should put way more funding into adoption too, way more funding, and it's not even close. Yeah. Abortion is common in people's who kids end up in the system. Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. A lot of the abortions that happen are people who already have kids. But what happens is they abort the kids because they don't want any more. I think that is, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, that is sick. Because guess what? Just because you don't want to have the kid, like you already have kids, but you got pregnant again and you don't want it. Now that thing is just, oh my God, no, I do not like that whatsoever. Pro-lifers would adopt more babies if the process wasn't freaking complicated. 100%. The pro-abortion believe adopting is just picking a baby from a hospital. They ignore the bureaucracy that exists. That is 100% true right there. Yeah, they can't handle it. Yeah, like I said, I also believe the mental health system should be fixed too to help people cope with things more. That's what I believe in. So yeah, that's well, you can argue it is laziness, but like I think it is like a lot of people, they don't want to deal with it because like they're dealing with stress and trauma and stuff like that. I understand that. That's why I think people need to get more help. Like I believe we need to fix the mental health system because it would not only help with that, but it will also help with these mass shooters that go on. Like all these people that are mass shooters, they're mentally ill people, and they go out and start doing all this. Now, if we got them more help, we'd actually prevent these mass shootings from happening. That's how it could happen, right there. Yeah, I'm fully aware of the process. Yeah. Like I said, fully aware of the process. Agreed with the mental health system. Good. We fully agree on something on that. And here's another thing that I think we should do. I believe, like I'm not a socialist. I'm a capitalist. But I will say this though: there's something socialist that I would do. I think we should give full funding to pro-life centers to help, and like pregnancy centers as well, to help mothers and families be able to help raise their kids. Like give them way more funding than they already have. Like I'm talking like billions of dollars worth of funding. Because guess what? People need the help with that. And plus the fact we have a baby formula shortage going on right now, that could actually be beneficial. Because guess what? Like I said, I'm that pro-life that I will actually break from my capitalist beliefs, and I will go with that socialist thing. I'm not a socialist, but I'm willing to break away from that for that situation to do that. So yeah, but yeah, like there were a few more about these. Like yeah, let me see. A few more of this. Okay. You don't need religion to know that murdering babies. That was from Steven Crowder. You don't need religion to know that murdering babies is wrong. I 100% agree right there. Yeah, 100% agree. If only most people thought that way. Donate then. Yeah. I actually encourage people to donate that. I do. I encourage that. Yes. And guess what? I've actually been a whole lot reasonable here. I've actually, I just bought school supplies for kids in foster care. Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, I believe people should. 100% right there. Pro-abortion logic. Why do they use the rape argument to justify abortions in cases not related to abuse? That always happens. That always will happen. Like me, I'm very pro-life. We can have a whole rape, incest, everything else. That is a completely separate argument. But basically what that is just to bring it down a whole lot. That's what I take from it. Now, what we need to discuss is all the other the regular ones. It's the vast majority of abortions that happen, they are actually done with people who just don't want the kids or just out of convenience. Also another thing, 60% of women that get abortions, they feel coerced to get into them. They feel pressure from someone else, from a partner or a relative or a friend or something like that. That is a fact right there. 100% fact right there. So yeah. Right there. Yeah. Okay. He played. Yeah. Trump is currently more influential as a president than the current president. Well, I call him former vice president. That's my opinion then. Believing people should be acting in your beliefs are different things. I'll invite you to the what? I was not aware there was any local event on that. I'll talk with you about that later. So yeah, I was not aware of any event. So yeah, rape is a tragedy. Killing the baby is just adding more trauma to the tragedy. I agree with that. But like I said, that's a separate issue from just regular abortion cases. Because the issue that I want to talk about is all the other things outside of these freak occurrences. The extremists, I want to talk about just the regular abortions. That's what I'm here to talk about. Guess what? Because we can find a lot of common ground right here. Whole lot of it. So yeah. I wish he could see this day. This is Justice Scalia. He was actually one of the most conservative justices we've ever had in on the Supreme Court in history. One of the most ever. And he actually believed Roe v. Wade was wrongfully decided. And like I said beforehand, it was wrongfully decided. That's just how it is. I believe that. Now we can have a debate about it. So yeah, we can talk about, but I believe it truly was. But there's the vast majority of people on the right and the left actually agree on it. That I'm not talking about the case itself, but the reason why it was put in place. The reason that Roe v. Wade was put in place was was in the act in the right. It was found in the right to privacy, which it was supposed to be found in the 14th Amendment. If you look at the 14th Amendment, it does not mention privacy. So clearly that is something that does not make any sense whatsoever. I do not believe that makes sense. Now, if you read the 14th Amendment and you find it, I would like to hear your view on it. Yeah, if you have any opinions on the 14th Amendment, I truly would love to hear it. So yeah. Oh, I also want to hear Tucker's. I also wanted to show what Tucker's response to it was because he talked about it. So yeah, give me a second right here because I actually looked into this. I watched this earlier. So yeah, where is this? Okay, because Tucker talked about it earlier. So yeah, where is this? Right here. Tucker talked about this. This is something interesting because here's the thing: Tucker is not even pro-life. He's not. But what Tucker is, at least I don't think he's pro-life in my opinion. At least I don't think he is. But what Tucker is, what Tucker does not, but what he believes is that Roe was wrongfully decided the way it was put in place. And guess what? A lot of people are saying that Roe v. Wade being overturned takes away women's rights. Actually, it does not when you look at it. Because guess what? Roe v. Wade does not being overturned does not outlaw abortion. What it does is it gives it back to the states to decide it. And guess what? The states, guess what? You people, we the people are the ones that control that vote in and vote in the state level. And guess what? We actually have the power to do so if we want to outlaw it or not. That you're just gaining more power through it. So yeah. imagine all these people born because their mothers were raped, listening to the left saying that they don't have the right to exist because they were all the consequences of the sexual abuse. I agree with that because I here's my opinion on that is I think I'm just killing the baby on top of that, which just makes it even worse. It's here's something here's the thing. In my opinion, rapists should be castrated or executed. I believe in chemically castrating rapists or giving them the death penalty. That is my opinion on it. So yeah, imagine being a foster child living next to a school Hillary was causing at it, and some pro-lifer asked, "How do you feel if your parents didn't want you?" Guess what? They didn't. There are some people that I'm not aware of that case right there, but there are some where people are asked about that. There are some people that there's one particular person I know that her mother was raped, and that's how she is around. There is one. So yeah, it is. So yeah. All he could say was, "I'm sorry." Here's the thing is I believe it's like I said. What I think should happen to rapists is that they should be chemically castrated or given the death penalty. That is my opinion on that. So yeah. Well, I want to watch Tucker's response to what his response was to this. So yeah, we're going to turn this on and just watch. I'm going to watch this. So yeah.
It's the Supreme.
Yeah, we're going to turn this on right here. So yeah.
So as he said a minute ago, this is not a surprise. The law, and that matters because it's the Supreme Court we're talking about, the law behind the Roe v. Wade decision of 1973 was so shoddy and ridiculous because, of course, abortion is not mentioned in the Constitution.
Yeah, and it was ridiculous, and it is ridiculous because it's not mentioned in the Constitution. It's not. Now, Brett Kavanaugh even said in the hearings before the decision was made, he told the person that was arguing for keeping Roe in place. What he said was you have not presented an argument as to why this should come before the Supreme Court. This sounds like something that Congress needs to address. And I completely agree with Kavanaugh about that. I completely agree with that. Guess what? It should be up to the people in the states to decide that. The Supreme Court should not be the one deciding whether something is illegal or not. That should be up to the states and Congress. That is my opinion. Now, if you have a different opinion on that, I would like to hear your counter argument to that part right there. That was me, not a rape case. But regardless, if your parents don't want you, they don't want you. But yeah, there are a lot of people like that. But in my opinion, is just because someone doesn't want you. Here's if someone doesn't want you, that does not make you you don't deserve to live. That does not all of a sudden make it granted that you have no right to live. That is just my opinion on that. Because guess what? All of us, me, you, everyone else in the comment section. Everyone else on this planet, a lot of us are still humans and still have human rights. That is my opinion on that. Now, and here's the thing: what someone says about the death penalty. Then, with abortion and the death penalty, why should abortion be outlawed, but the death penalty should be? My opinion on that is the death penalty. There is a process through that. There's a whole process. It's not like someone all of a sudden says, "Hey, we're just gonna do it like this." There's a process. Obviously, the person goes to court. If they're convicted and the jury and the judge decides it should be executed, guess what? That is a process, and it's actually a fair process along with it. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna get right finished what Tucker was saying. So yeah, hold on 1 second right here.
Not even alluded to that. A lot of people figured out a long time ago that it would at some point be overturned because it was too absurd to continue.
Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg said that. What Ruth Bader Ginsburg she was a Supreme Court justice, and she passed away in 2020, and that allowed Trump to appoint a third Supreme Court justice, and that turned out to be Amy Coney Barrett, which flipped it from 5 Republicans and 4 Democrats on the Supreme Court to 6 Republicans and 3 Democrats, and so yeah. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she said herself that Roe v. Wade was wrongfully decided, and that she didn't agree with it because she believed in abortion that should be allowed, but she didn't like Roe v. Wade being put in place because the fact that it was found in the clause of privacy, which makes no sense. And I completely agree, it makes no sense whatsoever.
And so a lot of states have been preparing for it. More than a dozen of them have what are called trigger laws that will take effect now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned.
And like here's the thing though. Like there are some states that have trigger laws. What trigger laws are is that once Roe v. Wade was overturned, immediately abortion would be outlawed in those states. Like the ones that it was outlawed in, like banned or likely to be banned, legal or likely to stay legal or uncertain. The ones that is currently illegal in are Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Wyoming, Utah, both Dakotas, and I think Idaho. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to look more into that. So yeah. I want to bring this up. This is something important right here. So if my friend whose pelvis was fractured in her last birthing and was recommended not to have any more kids, would fracture and she would likely die. What about, like I said, like my opinion is like I believe if the woman's life is at danger, that is an exception. That is my opinion, 100% on that. I believe that if the woman's life is at risk, that abortion is an exception. Like the way I take it is like it's like self-defense. Like in self-defense, if someone is trying to kill you and you defend yourself, but that person gets killed in the process, you don't go to jail because you were defending yourself. I view that as the same with abortion. So if a woman is pregnant and she has like what you just said, or she has like some rare disease or something like that, where like if she carries the baby to term, she could die from it. So like I said, that is an exception to it. So yeah. Another birth would likely kill her. Who's to say what is considered an at-risk pregnancy? Like I said, if the doctor said that her life is at risk, then guess what? I believe that is an exception. That is an exception in my opinion. A woman's life being at risk, that is an exception. That's just the way I view it. That is a huge factor. What's the standard? Like my opinion is that I do not believe abortion should be allowed unless it's some like freak exception like that. That's just my opinion on it right there. Yeah. Iowa, I'm still not sure if abortion is not illegal in Iowa right now. There's no trigger law in Iowa. Now, I'm still not convinced. Like right now, abortion is still legal in Iowa. Now, I do not know if it will be illegal in Iowa. What I think it could be. I think there's a chance that it will become illegal. But I think that what will happen is that there will be severe restrictions put on it, at least at minimum. Now, I don't know if it'll be outlawed, but there will at least be restrictions put on it. That's what I believe in it. So yeah, I don't believe there should be an exception to our being threatened. If the mother's life is at risk, that is actually being allowed in some places. Now, if there are some states where that is not an exception, I do not agree with that at all. Now, if you can let me know which states there are, just let me know on that. Just let me know. Yeah. Well, Mom, what I actually say is like I think the only exception that there should be is when the mother's life is at risk. That is the only exception in my opinion. Other than that, I do not believe. That's just in my opinion. With her husband. Doctors are being threatened with prison time if they allow abortion in certain cases. With her husband, I have not heard about that. If you can send me the source, I would like to hear that. I would if that is something that's true. Please, can you please send that to me because I really want to read that right there. I want to because I have not heard anything about that at all. Well, yeah. Oh, I believe Tennessee, Kentucky have trigger laws too. I think so at least.
And a lot of them will outlaw most abortion. So eventually, roughly half the country is expected to implement significant new restrictions on abortion. And that matches public opinion polling on abortion, which is to say, a lot of people don't like abortion. If you live in New York City, you might not know any of them. But if you live in Mississippi, you know quite a few.
Mississippi is also another trigger law state too.
Is people will get to live with the laws they want.
Yeah.
How's that bad?
Yeah.
Today, the state of Missouri became the very first state to ban abortion. The state's attorney general is Eric Schmidt, and we're happy to have him join us tonight. Mr. Attorney General, thanks so much for coming on. So what is the state of abortion law in Missouri now?
Yeah,
Yeah, and Missouri became the first state after the decision, the Dobbs decision day, to effectively end abortion. And this is something that's been worked on for decades. People have preyed upon this. It's a long time coming. Thankfully, President Trump appointed 3 conservative justices that knew that the Roe decision, as Justice Alito said, the day it was issued was on a collision course with the Constitution.
100%.
And we see that here today now. And so this issue will be decided as it should have been 49 years ago.
Yes.
To the states. Missouri,
100%.
interestingly, in 1825 was the first state to formally prohibit abortion. That
Yeah.
was the law of our state until Roe v. Wade, and now
Yeah.
we're back to where it should have always been.
Yeah.
And so it's a big day, and I think, as you've pointed out, it's a big day for democracy, for the voters now to have a say, as opposed
Like
to,
I said, people actually gain power with Roe v. being overturned. Now it's up to the states to decide whether it should be illegal or not.
9 unelected justices back 49 years ago that decided this for everybody in the country. And I think what you're seeing now with this night of rage that's been talked about, the Justice Department has no interest in condemning it. They haven't done anything to stop it. You've seen an assassination attempt of a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, like it's gone to that length. Like Brett Kavanaugh, who is a Supreme Court justice, what happened was like I've talked about this beforehand. There was a guy flew all the way from California to Virginia, where he lives, he was near his house with a gun and a knife and was arrested because he was going to try to assassinate him just because of that leaked draft that happened. No, humans are sexual beings. She should be fully able to have sex with her husband while using precautions without precautions. If you're talking about contraceptives, fully believe in that. I have no problem with contraceptives whatsoever. As a matter, like if you want to do it, if you want to use contraceptives, fully support you doing that. If you don't, fully support that as well. That's my view on that.
You see this intimidation that's going to continue. The Justice Department's way more interested, evidently, in sicking the FBI and going after parents who show up to school board meetings. The FBI was actually, and the DOJ was investigating parents that went to school board meetings because they were mad at what they were teaching their kids. Like that, literally, just because parents don't like what they're being taught, what their kids are being taught in school. Like they say they don't like that, and they're being investigated for it. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Under the Patriot Act, than arresting folks who are intimidating Supreme Court justices. This is out of a banana third world republic, but thankfully the rule of law was buttressed today, and Missouri was the first state to take action. I was proud to do that as the state's chief legal officer.
I'm glad this is back in the political arena where it belongs, where voters can decide. And what effect is people are going to have to start affirmatively defending abortion and not hiding behind these stupid slogans and euphemisms. Oh, it's choice. It's a healthcare procedure. It's a human right. Really? Well, what is it? And why don't you tell us why you're for it?
Yeah.
You look forward to that conversation?
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's where it should have been all along.
Yeah.
Here we are now, 49 years.
We need to have these conversations. We need to, because we need to find, because guess what? The difference between all of us on our opinions, we come from different philosophical views. So we need to have conversations to work out all these differences. That's my view.
Years later with the reset, and the people get to weigh in. It's what was always intended, as opposed to Roe v. Wade, which was made out of a constitutional right, made out of whole cloth.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, they hate democracy like the devil hates holy water. It is just amazing to see it. Eric Schmidt.
Well, it's.
I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention this is that Maxine Waters thing where she basically. I'm not sure if I can play that video. I don't know for a fact, but what it is she was basically saying the Supreme Court is illegitimate and that they need to forget about it and just go on with it anyway. Pretty much. But if Trump saying that peacefully and patriotically walk over to the Capitol to make your voices heard, if that is insurrection, then by the leftist logic, what Maxine Waters said was an insurrection. I'm just trying to be fair right here. That's my opinion on that. Yeah. Right now, I want to talk about Clarence Thomas right here. I'm going to go to Truth Social because that video is that I played this beforehand in yesterday's video, but I want to play this again. I still have it on my profile. Right here, Clarence. Oh yeah, this man waited 30 years to get Joe Biden back.
He waited 30 years to get his revenge on Joe Biden because of what happened in his hearing when he was being confirmed as a Supreme Court justice, Clarence Thomas. I'm actually going to play that video right here. I'm going to find it down right here. Give me a second. Right here. Here it is.
The most important.
Right here. I'm going to play this right here. This is Clarence Thomas, Justice Thomas, his hearing of his rivalry with Biden on that hearing. Well, just play it right here.
The most important task of this committee.
Senator Biden was very focused on natural law. How did that go?
Who knows? I have no idea what he was talking about.
I just want to make sure we all know what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
You and I know at least what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
There's a fervent and aggressive school of thought that wishes to see natural law further inform the Constitution than it does now.
Makes no sense
Argued
whatsoever.
Against by the positivist led by Judge Borg. Now, again, that may be lost on all the people.
Yeah.
You know and I know what we're talking about.
Yep.
I have to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
You sit there and you have no idea what they are talking about.
Yeah.
All I know is that he was asking me these questions about natural law.
Yeah.
Someone may apply it in a way, like Moore, who leads him in a direction that is, quote, liberal.
I don't even know what he's trying to say right
here.
here.
May apply it in a way that leads you in a direction that's conservative. Or you may, like many argue, not apply it at all. But it is a fundamental question that is going to be almost impossible for non-lawyers to grasp in an exchange. But you know and I know it is a big, big deal. And in conclusion,
one of the things you do in hearings is you have to sit there and look attentively at people you know have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
Yeah.
I understood what he was trying to do. I didn't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Natural law was nothing more than a way of tricking me into talking about abortion.
Yeah. He was trying to trick him.
Many Catholic moral philosophers saw the two things as intimately related.
Yeah.
But
here's the and he finally got his revenge on Biden by actually overturning Roe v. Wade. He got his revenge. So yeah. And I think and Trump also sent the statement out. I'm going to try to read this right here. Right. I'm going to read this so we can get opinion from this. Find out what his opinion on it is. Yeah. Statement by Donald J. Trump, the 45th president of the United States of America. Where he sent this out yesterday. I didn't talk about this yesterday on yesterday's video, but I'll talk about it right now. Today's decision, which is the biggest win for life in a generation, 100% is, along with other decisions that have been announced recently, were only made possible because I delivered everything as promised, including nominating and getting 3 highly respected and strong constitutionalists confirmed to the United States Supreme Court. And yeah, he kept his word. Because everyone was saying before he got elected, Trump is gonna nominate liberal justices to the Supreme Court. No, he didn't. He nominated conservative justices to the Supreme Court. And look what we've gotten. I like this, actually. It was my great honor to do so. I did not cave to the radical left Democrats. Their partners in the fake news media were the rhinos who are likewise the true but silent enemy of the people. Yeah, the media is the one who's actually the true enemy of the people right here. That's just how it is. These major victories prove that even though the radical left is doing everything in their power to destroy our country, their rights are being protected. The country is being defended, and there is still hope and time to save America. I will never stop fighting for the great people of our nation. And thank you, President Trump, for saying that. He held on to his word and nominated 3 Supreme Court justices to the Supreme Court. And we finally got Roe v. Wade overturned. And so, yeah. And like I said, I had it as the top 5 presidents, in my opinion, that I had before this decision came down. I had it from best to from the best at the top. The top 5 are Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, Reagan, Trump.
And after this decision, I have it Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, Trump, Reagan. I have Trump better than Reagan now because Reagan, he was a very pro-life president, but he was not able to get Roe v. Wade overturned. Trump, he got it overturned. So I have to give him that a decision this big is big enough to get that overturned. 100% agree. And like that is just something that is great that he was able to do. So yeah. And like there's one more thing, and like there was one more thing. Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find some more of these left people's reaction to it being overturned as a whole too. Give me 1 second. Some of these retweets that I had. I'm trying to. Oh, I forgot to mention this too. This guy, right? I wanted to talk about this as well. What an effing crazy racist. What this guy is, he's a sports guy. Surprisingly sports and talks about politics. Who knows? And he said something about Clarence Thomas. Basically, the stuff that he says, if anyone's a racist, basically, in my opinion, if anyone's a racist, this guy is. So, yeah, I'm going to bring this right up right here. Yeah. So, yeah, listen right here.
You overturned Roe versus Wade. And the leader of the pack, Clarence Thomas, you handsy, good-for-nothing, sexual harassing motherfucker.
You do realize that this is something a lot of people don't realize. It was found that it was false allegations made against Clarence Thomas. He did not sexually harass that Antina Hill. Antina Hill, I forget. I think that's how you say her name. He did not do that. It was proven that those allegations were false. So yeah.
Fuck are you creep? You creep! If you had gotten what you want from Anita Hill with your overtures and your sexual advancements,
oh my God.
And you had somehow, some way impregnated her, right? Being married and all that, right? Mr. Judge, Mr. Supreme Court Judge. If you had impregnated an Anita Hill, what would you have done with that baby, you fucking worm, you? You would have aborted it.
How do you know? You don't know that he would have. What evidence do you have to back that up? Please explain to me.
You'd have paid for the abortion and you'd have paid the hush money because you're a creep cock sucker, you bunch of fake, phony motherfuckers out there.
Literally just all he's doing is just saying a bunch of swear words. Like he literally has no argument against it.
What would you have done with that baby, Clarence? Pubic hair, Clarence, you freak. You freaky little horny old dirty breath. I know your breath smells like old coffee, newspaper, and stale Band-Aids, you creepy kook, you.
Yeah. Like I said, like this, I retweeted this. What a effing crazy racist. Like I said, by the left's logic, this guy is a racist. Because guess what? Clarence Thomas is a black man. He is a black man. And you're saying this about a black man? By your definition, you are a racist, buddy. You are. Okay, I'm going to try to... Oh, yeah. This is another thing. This was in D.C. These Antifa thugs were lighting the American flag on fire. Look at this. Look, see? They're burning the American flag. You see? Right here. You see right here, this is their reaction to Roe being overturned. They're burning the American flag. So, yeah. Yeah. You see, this is what this person tweeted at. This is what that person said about Clarence Thomas. Doesn't the something realize his rights are next? Yeah. So you see this right here. Yeah. Let's go to this person's Twitter account. Unless they made it private. Who knows? Let me see that. Now I know they get attention. Yeah. Yeah, you probably are. I'm trying to find this right here. They won't. How do you know they won't stop at Roe? Guess what? It gave the decision back to the people. So you should actually support that. Oh God. Okay. I'm so. Let me say what I. You see, I'm so pissed off. I say one bad word and everyone is so angry. I'm on y'all's side. The Supreme Court is so political and they're picking off one human right at a time. Abortion is not a human right. There's nothing in the Constitution that even remotely suggests that it's a human right. So yeah. Okay. Right here. And this is how pissed off I am. Drop the N-word and people react. I'm not a racist either, just making a point. Like this person says, the internet is forever. Guess what? Why did you even call him the N-word? For real, aren't you supposed to be an anti-racist person? Why'd you call Clarence Thomas, a black man, the N-word? Please explain that. I truly would like to hear you say that. I want to hear an explanation from you. Oh, this one was disturbing right here. I retweeted Don Jr. and like, oh my God, this person right here, a pregnant woman at some protest, and she wrote this on her stomach, and she says, "Not yet a human." Oh my God, this is disturbing stuff right here. It's sickening how someone has the right mind does this. I have no idea. No idea. Yeah. Clarence Thomas is a national treasure. Oh, yeah. All right, here it is. I retweeted this from Charlie Kirk right here. He is a conservative guy, too, and I'm a big fan of him. Abortion is no longer accessible in 13 states thanks to trigger laws. Here are all of them right here. Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, both Dakotas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky. Countless lives saved within just 8 hours of the Supreme Court's ruling. Praise God. 100% agree right there. Countless babies were saved right there. And like, yes, I say, praise God. 100% right there. Yeah. This part is funny. I haven't seen Democrats this mad since yesterday. This is what Maxine Waters said right here. I'm going to play this right here. What she says. Baby lives matter, Benny. Yeah. Yeah. Unhinged, AOC, and Maxine Waters call for insurrection after Supreme Court tears Roe v. Wade in half in historic decision. I'm going to play this right here.
You see this turnout here? You ain't seen nothing yet. Women are going to control their bodies.
I know a whole bunch of pro-life women. A whole bunch of them. Guess what? Most of the pro-lifers, if you didn't know, are women. 100% true.
No matter how they try and stop us, the hell with the Supreme Court. We will.
Says she just said, to hell with the Supreme Court. That's an insurrection by their definition.
Will defy them. Women will be in control of their bodies. And if they think black women are intimidated or afraid, they got another thought coming.
I'm curious if Maxine Waters knows the history of Planned Parenthood. The reason Planned Parenthood was founded was by a racist named Margaret Sanger. Sanger, I forgot how you say her last name. But she was an actual racist. And the reason she founded the organization was just so she could abort more African American babies. She was a legit racist. And what she was trying to do was she was trying to lower the black population with abortion. That is a true fact. You can go look that up right now if you want to. That's 100% true.
Black women will be out in droves. We will be out by the thousands. We will be out by the millions. We're going to make sure we fight for the right to control our own bodies. Thank you. Hello.
Trump said fight like hell. So by her definition, she is an insurrectionist.
Everybody, you see this?
I want to find AOC's reaction. Then I'm gonna end this right here. Oh, okay. These women, these people right here were actually crying after the decision came down. So, yeah, this is sickening right here. That they were actually crying and about it. So that is disturbing. Makes no sense whatsoever. You're crying because you can't kill babies anymore. That is sickening. Sickening. Greg Abbott posted this. I'm not going to read that. I might read that later on. But yeah. Oh yeah, I retweeted this from Chad Prather. He says, "Life wins." June 24th, 2022, and it's of a baby, an ultrasound of a baby, and it says the baby says, "Thank you. Life wins." 100% agree right there. Life has finally won. Finally won. Oh, yeah, this is AOC right here. Her reaction to it. So, yeah, I got to show you this because this is actually, like I said, if Trump was an insurrectionist for saying walk over to the Capitol peacefully, then this certainly is right here. And I retweeted this from Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is one of my favorite people in Congress. She says, AOC just launched an insurrection. Any violence and rioting is a direct result of Democrats marching orders. So yeah, I want to retweet this. Then we're going to end the stream right here. So yeah, I just want you guys to see this right here. So saying that the decision is illegitimate and saying that into the streets, like I said, if Trump was inciting violence, which I don't think he was, but by Democrat logic, if he was, that certainly is inciting violence. Just like what Maxine Waters, it's inciting violence. Although, but to them, it's not, because guess what? It's because it's them saying it, so they can get away with it because of their logic. By their logic, they can get away with it. So yeah. So yeah. Whatever. Yeah. All right. I'm going to end the stream right here now, guys. So, yeah. Well, coming to you live on Rumble, on YouTube and Rumble here. All right. This has been a good episode. And we've seen a lot of people's reactions to it. So, yeah, this is a lot of stuff right here. We've seen a whole lot of reactions to it. So, yeah, some of it is weird. Some of it's not. Some of it's off stuff. So, yeah. I'm going to end the stream right now. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications, and share this with your friends so we can beat the YouTube algorithm. Because my channel is shadow banned on YouTube, and I need it to grow even more. Also, follow me on. Sorry about that. Follow me on Rumble and subscribe to me. Follow me on Rumble and turn on notifications and share it with your friends so my Rumble account can grow as well. Also, follow me on BitChute and all the other podcast platforms and all the other social media platforms too. Follow me on everywhere too. I'm on pretty much all of them. All right. Yeah, this has been a great episode, guys. Can't wait to do this, to talk about this stuff again. I'm Ray, the host of the Ray Infinity Show podcast. This has been episode number 53. Catch you guys later. Peace.